Shabbat Shalom, L'chaim L'chaim. This week's Torah portion is Ki Tavo. It speaks about what will happen when the Jews come into the land of Israel, and the focus is on the bikurim, the first fruits that the farmers have a very special commandment to do. And essentially the way it goes is they see their first fruit growing out in the fields, they tie a string around it, and eventually they're going to bring those fruits up to Jerusalem, up to the Kohanim, who are going to raise them, and then the farmers then say a very special passage from the Torah. The latter part of the Torah portion is a mixture of blessings and curses. Blessings for all the things the Jews will get if they follow the Torah and the commandments, and curses for all the things that they won't get and everything that will happen if they don't follow Hashem's commandments. What I want to speak about is a very special idea that I heard from Rav Moshe Tzvi Weinberg, who brought the Yismach Yisrael, who was a great Rebbe in Alexander. I had never heard of him before this, but the teaching is on a pasuk that we say every day in our davening. It's in Shachris, and it's also from Tehillim number 100. It says, "Velo anachnu amo v'tzon marito." It says, He created us and made us. We are His and the flock, His flock. And what's so unique about this passage is that "velo" is written and spelt a different way. It's written and pronounced a different way. It's written Lamed Aleph, like not, lo, but it's pronounced Lamed Vav. We are His, to Him. And what's unique about this passage in the context of the Torah portion is that it's saying, what the Rebbe explains, is that everything that Hashem does, or more so, what we need to realize is that Hashem is everything. Everything we have, everything we are, all the talents we have, all the energy we have, even down to our own emunah and bitachon, our own trust and faith in Hashem, comes from Hashem. There are many Jews in the world that don't know they're Jewish. They don't know, what God is. And they don't have, for that reason, trust and faith in Hashem because Hashem hasn't granted it to them. He hasn't opened their eyes in that way. So it's a great blessing, and we should feel very humbled to understand what Hashem has done for us, that He allows us to have faith and trust in Him to the extent that we do. And we can daven to Him, then pray that He'll give us more trust and faith in Him. But this is the idea that He explains, is that all our kochot, all our energy, all our talents and everything we have comes from Hashem. And the way I understood that is, in the context of what's going on lately, especially in my home, is Ayala sent a piece of art to South Africa, and it's going to an art auction, for charity. And it's very cool to see, but her art is now auctioning for like 20,000 shekel or something like that. And it's very exciting to see that, we're getting messages from people saying, oh my gosh, I see your art, I saw it in the charity, it's so cool. And to see Ayala respond to it and say, in the context of this Torah portion, it's all from Hashem. Hashem has given her this talent. Hashem has given her these abilities to make beautiful art. And when you recognize that, it humbles you before Hashem. And when Hashem sees that you're humble before Him, that you recognize Him in that sense, He feels so much better. And it actually reminds Him of our forefathers, of Avraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov, who were fully and totally for Hashem. Everything they did was for Hashem. They were fully humble before Him. And that's why they were called a Merkava. They were called chariots of Hashem. And when He is reminded of the forefathers, He's reminded of the covenant He made to them, which is that He will redeem His children one day, redeem their children one day. And that day should be today. So B'ezrat Hashem, we should all be humble before Hashem coming to Rosh Hashanah. We should recognize that everything we have is from Hashem. He's given it to us. And when we do that, it'll remind Him of the covenant. It'll remind Him of what He promised us, to bring us back to Yerushalayim, to bring us back to Israel, and to bring back the Mashiach and the Messianic era. Shabbat Shalom.